Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp of the Limp, and I'm here with another Kickstarter that you should have your eyes on. This is Blood Red Skies, the digital edition. Now, the thing with Kickstarter, and I know I've mentioned this before, is it's impossible to keep track of it. Kickstarter has become the place to get board games made. Some video games, comics, and stuff, but mainly tabletop gaming has really just taken over Kickstarter. And as much as I try, I can't keep track of all the good ones that come up. I've missed a few. I know plenty of you guys have. But someone was nice enough to reach out to me and let me know about Blood Red Skies, which is a tabletop game, but now they're coming out with a digital version of it. So I'm going to do it like I have done the others, where we play the little intro video, let you guys see that, and then I'll put some final thoughts after that.
Hello everyone, this is Air Marshal Glover, and I'm here to walk you through the gameplay that will be featured in Blood Red Skies Digital Edition. I will caution everyone that you are viewing a prototype, but as a technology demonstrator, it will certainly show what the Diecast Digital team is capable of bringing into the final game. Avid Blood Red Skies players will immediately recognize the unique game elements of activation order, burning advantage, and the specific movement types allowed in the physical game. Specific pilot actions such as outmaneuvering an opponent are also available, and most importantly, the game's AI knows when to outmaneuver and when to shoot. When you or the AI pilots decide to pull the trigger, the same card play that influences the tabletop game is present in this digital edition. Negative traits like vulnerable add dice to an opponent's roll, while robust is there to remove dice, and of course deep pockets to get rid of those boom chits from the initial volley. Theater cards like Superior Armament also influence the number of dice, but fear not, the dice can go cold for your opponent just like they do on the tabletop. Let's take a quick look at a game in progress so I can walk you through several of the tactical options and demo the depth of gameplay. This poor Zero is making a break for the clouds as his wingman comes to assist, but aircraft activations in Blood Red Skies always start with that option to take the fleeting snapshot at enemies still in your gun sights. Even though he took a critical hit, the Zero shrugs off the boom chit by playing the Deep Pockets card and dodges being forced down to a disadvantage state by the Wildcat's fire. Now time to move. Even though his wingman is currently disadvantaged, I don't want to become a target if he plays the No Stalling card, or hops into a cloud and returns at a neutral state next turn. So I need to burn some of my advantage to saddle in behind the Zero I just shot at, but in a place where my own wingman can cover my 6. Okay, right there, close to my other 3 Wildcats, and in a position for them to cover my attack. The red line shows that I'm pointed straight at him for the perfect tailing solution, driving him down to a disadvantaged state. Time to press the attack. A rear arc shot on a disadvantaged 0. This should be easy. Firepower 2 plus pilot skill 3 and 1 more die for vulnerable. And I miss. Okay, time for the rest of my squadron to earn their pay and finish off this 0 that I've driven down to a disadvantaged state. Let's pick this Wildcat over here as the next fighter to attack that 0. Like last time, let's take that snapshot at the start of our aircraft's activation. 6 dice again. And I miss. Well, now I'll have to burn some advantage to avoid his wingman lurking in the clouds, or to peel off from this attack and perhaps target his wingman in trail. I hope you've enjoyed this quick gameplay walkthrough for Blood Red Skies Digital Edition by Diecast Digital. If you did, go click Pledge to support the Kickstarter and help the team deliver a faithful
Hey guys, this is a little addendum that actually is getting added after the fact. They were nice enough to send me some extra gameplay footage of the game so I could show that to you guys as well. Unfortunately, I think in the conversion process for the upload, I lost whatever original audio there was, so it's just me talking over it. But I just wanted to show you guys a little bit more that you guys can see in the background. And I have to admit, watching the video made me really want the game, so I ordered the base set, Don't Tell the Wife. And I really understand it a lot more now. And this game looks like a nice direct adaptation to the board game itself. It's all about advantage, neutral, disadvantage, the right card play at the right time to use your aircraft to take out the enemy aircraft. So that's what you're seeing on there. The skill of the pilot combined with the maneuverability of the aircraft will allow them to roll so many dice. And then card play can affect that, but that's generally what you're looking for. You're trying to get your aircraft in the right position in an advantaged position. So you're either advantaged to their neutral or you're neutral to their disadvantaged. And that will give you extra dice or potentially give them extra dice depending on what the situation is. So it's all about positional combat, very much like X-Wing. But the cool part about this digital version of the game is the fact that the board game adaptation, the original version of it, you could play it solitaire, kind of like how I'm doing with the Black Seas game that I'm playing now. But this game does have a lot of card play included with it that can really change up the game, really change up the feel of the combat, to throw everything into chaos. Well, it's hard to have that type of card play in a tabletop game when you're playing it solitaire. But with this digital version, bam, it's right there. The AI is taking care of all of that for you. So you really have an AI opponent that you can actually try to outsmart and try to get that advantaged position so you get the most amount of dice to go after your opponent with. So yeah, there's just a little extra footage in the background. Feel free to watch it a couple times so you can see some of the dice that they're rolling, all the attacks that they're making. The game is actually really looking to shape up nicely. Definitely check out the rules as well to understand a little more about the game. Okay, so I'm thinking that you guys, if you're like me, you already know whether or not you want this game, because the first time I watched this video, I was like, okay, where's more? Did they get the zero? What the hell? I mean, where'd he go? I would take this plane, I'd go over here and I'd turn back, and like already just thinking about the types of strategies I would use in game. And I like the graphics. I like how everything stands out already. The game already looks good from where they are. And like you said, it's in a prototype state, so it's not complete yet. But what is shown definitely piqued my interest. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, wholly honest, and I've said it before on the channel. I I like digital games. I mean, hell, I play video games all the time anyway. But when it comes to a tabletop game, there's just something about having it in front of you. Now, the big advantage about this is the fact that Blood Red Skies is not a solitaire game, right? It was one of the big reasons I haven't got into it sooner, because this is one that's been floating in my periphery for a while. See it pop up and I want to get it. And I remember I wanted to back the original Kickstarter for it. So being able to play it digitally will give you that AI opponent that you might not have when you're playing on the tabletop. So I really like that they're doing this, and you see so many companies doing it now. Some take the route of going with Tabletop Simulator, or was it Tabletopia, I think is the other one that you can get. And then some go all out and above like they did here by creating their actual own game, like the actual digital version of the game, which I really like to see. It does look like the game just launched on Kickstarter a few days ago. They're about a third of the way through, so I think they're gonna fill this one out. And the good part of it being digital is the pricing is fairly substantially lower than what you're going to be expecting when it comes to the usual tabletop game. If you scroll down and look at it, they've got the usual pledge without reward, or pledge $1, or in this case €1 or more, and then you can start getting into some others. They've got Ground Crew here, which is your name in the Blood Red Skies Digital Edition Roll of Honor. Cool. I mean, they got a few people who want to do that. I'd rather get something. And then for, let's see, was it 30? Is it really 36? All right, 36. Wow. I guess the conversion rate has gotten worse. 36 American, €25 is where you actually get the game, all previous rewards, plus a copy of Blood Red Skies Digital Edition via Steam, which is excellent. Go Steam. Forget Epic. Don't get me wrong, I've got a few games on Epic, but I prefer Steam. I don't like the way Epic does a lot of their stuff, but that's neither here nor there. Stretch goals, which cool, great, love stretch goals. an exclusive Blood Red Skies Digital Edition desktop wallpaper and beta access. No idea when the beta access is coming, but I do like the sound of that getting to play early. And that is, like I said, 36 or 25. Then at 50 or 35, you get everything before plus your name and the game. Cool. And then 64 or 45, everything previous plus 2 Kickstarter exclusive aircraft skins. All right, cosmetic stuff. I like that. I don't want them to put game like in-game stuff besides skins. Skins is fine. It's like the loot box thing when it comes to games like this. Skins, cosmetics, all that's fine, but don't put anything like game, like actual game related, like new planes or stuff behind like a paywall. So that's no problem. And then this is actually the version that I'm thinking of getting for myself, which is 50 or 71 with all the stuff before plus 6 high quality resin models. That one tipped me off. I love resin models. I love them to death. And I definitely want, after seeing even just that little snippet of footage, and I've been looking a little more into Blood Red Skies, seeing that little bit, I'm like, yeah, I got to get the game. I'm going to have to get it. So I definitely want this. This would be the one that I would recommend if you want some extra models. Now, the thing is, there are some other models. So see, that one has that all previous rewards plus 6 high quality resin models for the tabletop. All right, so is that 6 extra? Let's see. Yeah. All previous rewards plus Blood Red Sky Squadron box. Oh, okay, I get it now. It threw me off because they were looking the same. This one looks like it has 6 of the resin models, and this one looks like it has 12 of the resin models. So be curious, like what the resin models are. Are they going to be, Mustangs or Wildcats or Corsairs or Zeros? What planes are they going with? That's going to probably affect it. Maybe we'll show that down below. So yeah, you can get 6 or 12, and then this one has all the previous stuff plus Ace Pilot disc for the desktop, which I'm not wholly certain what the disc is. And then exclusive Blood Red Skies digital edition printed artwork, which I've never been huge into the artwork stuff. Some people do like to collect it. If that's a you thing, there you go. They do have artwork. And we step up again. Now we're into the big money for it. €150 or $213 dollars. All previous stuff plus exclusive resin model consolidated PBY Catalina. And then another model, the, butcher this, Kawanishi H8K. So you get 2 extra resin models. That should bring that up to a count of 14. And then this, I doubt many will get. They've got one backer at this level. Is this for like stores? All previous rewards. Your likeness made into an in-game pilot avatar. Limited edition personalized 28mm resin World War II fighter pilot model and tour of Warlord Games HQ. Now, I wouldn't mind the tour of Warlord Games HQ, and ships to anywhere in the world. Okay, not sure about that. And the special promotion, this must be the early bird. Yeah, get in early and bag a 10% discount. Never been a huge fan of the early bird pledges. I get why some companies do it, because when it comes to your Kickstarters, I know they're afraid, right? Like every company, when they launch a Kickstarter, they're like, please fulfill the goals. Please, I want this to succeed, and I want them to succeed. I get it. So having that, playing off that little bit of FOMO, that fear of missing out, and then getting an extra little bit of a discount, it does help people get in early. I would rather they do something like this where it's a little bit cheaper, a little 10% discount, versus doing some type of exclusive model or bonus in-game item that you can't get if you didn't back on the first day, right? I think that the discount is the better way to go. And then if we look through the rest of it, let's see if we see what type of stretch goals. Definitely they have game modes, player versus AI, player versus other player, which is obviously a good choice. A game that's based on multiple multiplayer should have multiplayer for the the players, but the big thing is definitely having the AI. Now, I don't know how to play this game like specifically. I have not had a chance to play it yet, so please don't hold it against me that I don't know all the rules for the game, but it is one I am definitely looking forward to trying out. Aircraft, and I'm guessing these are the ones that are included in game. We've got the Wildcat, the Dauntless. I always like the Dauntless. F6S, X Sith, and I'm saying Sith. X. All right. Third time's a charm, Gippy. F6F. Hellcat. There we go. Finally got it. The Warhawk. Always love P40. And then the A60. The Kate B5N. I can't remember the Kate. Is that the green one? I think it is the green one. Zero is white, the green one with a little red circle on it. And the Raiden, the Jack. I'm not too sure what that one is. And then another one, the Kai, I do know. No, the Kai's the green one. I'm thinking of War Thunder in my head when I'm reading out these plane names, so I'm not too sure which these are. Maybe they're the ones that have the rear gunner, extra bomber, or the maybe the seaplane version. Definitely I like the Kai, though. It's one of the ones I enjoyed playing in War Thunder. Scenarios: dogfight, fighter sweep, priority target, and surprise attack. So multiple ways to play the game. Aces that are in the game. And again, you guys can pause this to read through some of the stuff if you would like, or by all means, go to the website and think about backing the game. And they're not sponsoring me. They're not paying me to say this. This is me saying this. All right, I always have to put that out there. And it looks like the game's going to come with 3 maps, but maybe there will be extra maps in the game for stretch goals, rewards, summary. Okay, yeah, I like that they have a little summary of all this for how much you're going to pay. And I think it was this version that I was looking at. Second squadron box of, it's of your choice. Ooh, I like that. I really like that. And I can say, right, because I've been playing a lot of Warlord game stuff here recently, that I do like their resin models. They are well made. So if they are giving you your choice of boxes, I definitely am probably going to have to get this version that has a couple of boxes of planes with it. So that looks awesome. And reward highlights, just showing you what you get with the game depending on what level you back. Again, like I said, skin's not a big deal. Squadron boxes, so it looks like you get to pick. We have changed the Blood Red Skies squadron box reward for the flying officer and squadron leader pledges to allow you to pick from any Blood Red Sky squadron box from the available range on the Warlord Games website. Nice. So yeah, flying officer, you get to pick 1, and squadron leader, you get to pick 2. That's good stuff, because more than likely you're getting a little bit of a deal versus buying it from the retailer, the manufacturer's price. Let's see. Make your choice in the pledge manager. You can still choose the yet to be released new resin edition of the F4 Wildcat and the Zero boxes. We are simply giving you a wider choice. I like that. Choice is always good. Now, this is the Ace Pilot Disc that I was a little curious about. Pilot Disc is made from high quality cardstock and fits onto any standard Warlord Games model base. You can put it on the model bases. And is reversible, allowing you to pick either the Ace's signature traits. Okay. So this is a tabletop item. Damn, something extra I'm gonna have to look into. Oh, and look at that. You can't tell me that model doesn't look beautiful. That would be just fun to paint. Oh, that would be a lot of fun to paint. Damn. And one time only deal. They're playing the FOMO card. Never to be repeated once the Kickstarter ends. The first Kickstarter exclusive scale model captures the detail and majesty of the PBY Catalina and high quality Warlord Games resin. Like I said, their resin models are good. I've got some of their Black Seas ranges, and I really do like those. I've had fun painting them up. And it shows the other one that you could get, Pilot Resin model. Their vision by Kickstarter about Warlord Games. They have a lot of good stuff. And I want to get to the stretch goals. It's not showing it. Either that or I passed it. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. We have loaded as much as able into the base game, and we're dedicated to the long-term development of Blood Red Skies Digital Edition, which is a good thing when it comes to digital. It's very easy to get expansions to the player. Our intention is to support the game with new content, features, play modes over time. Also have ambitious plans to develop narrative-driven single-player historical campaigns. Ooh, I like that. Themed around the key World War II aerial engagements, which will put you in command of squadron pilots whose fate is truly in your hands. I really, really like the sound of this. All of this depends on the support we get from you and your wingmen, so our airspeed and bomb load for this additional content depends on the success of the Kickstarter campaign. While there are many options when it comes to stretch goals based on community feedback in the run up to the Kickstarter, the first stretch goal takes us to the Battle of Britain. Good choice. Thanks to everyone who voted. Nice, nice. I like that. And it looks like this one is at 68K. So let's definitely see if we can get that stretch goal unlocked, because that would be nice to play for the Battle of Britain. And like I said, I really, really like this idea of a single player historical campaign to play through. That will give this game a mass appeal to solitaire players and others who want to play it multiplayer after they play through it. So definitely, if you are into World War II air combat, Blood Red Skies is definitely one to check out. If you've been interested in the game before but haven't been able to really get it, since you can't play it solitaire, you're like me, you play a lot of your games solitaire, digital version is definitely something you should check out. Stay tuned to the channel. After the baby's born, I will be doing a little bit more Blood Red Skies coverage. All right, that's going to be it for me. You guys take care. I will catch you in the next one.